Radyo Katipunan is now online. See our live feed on facebook.com/Radyo Katipunan. Check out our Instagram and our Twitter at Radyo Katipunan and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Radyo Katipunan FM for more exclusive content.
Katipunan, Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
Keep the Word of God strong in our lives. Keep the spirit of hope and the grace of healing alive every day. Keep the faith. Join us every morning for the celebration of the Holy Eucharist with the Jesuits from the Philippine province. Keep the faith. Daily Mass with the Jesuits streams from Monday to Sunday at 8 o'clock in the morning on Radyo Katipunan's Facebook page, YouTube channel, Twitter feed, and other social media partners. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
The hottest tracks from this side of the globe. This is Amplify Asia on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
And there was another drive-by shooting.
The fire we
today
reported at
downtown
the fire hall is
yesterday.
still burning out.
Do you sometimes feel confused or lost in the complications and complexities of life? Do you feel drained, listless, or exhausted from the daily burdens and responsibilities? Why not seek our campus ministers on air every Tuesday from 2 to 3 in the afternoon? Listen to our counselors from the Loyola School's Campus Ministry Office as they ground our lives in our faith, in our school's spiritual tradition. Campus Ministers on Air. Be guided, be inspired, be blessed. Listen to our Campus Ministers on Air.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Voice of the Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todos
Coming up next, ASPACes, Ateneo Parents in Action on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, Radyo, Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, dunong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan, Radyo, 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 Katipunan, Radyo, Katipunan.
They've been behind every exam week, every thesis defense, and every milestone along the way. As they grow into thinkers, leaders, and changemakers, we are right there with them, listening, learning, and leading. This is your space, your voice, your story, where parenthood, purpose, and community come together on air. This is ASPACes, Ateneo Parents in Action. Listen in, laugh with us, and journey alongside fellow Ateneo parents as we share stories of service, solidarity, and the magic in everyday parenting. ASPACes, your story, your voice, your space. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Great afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the first Monday of July. And yes, I am so excited. We have a lot of guests today. And of course, a biglaang co-host. Get well soon to Press Andrew Puen. Well, this is ASPACes. This is Ateneo Parents in Action. Your voice, your story, and of course, your space. And we're so glad, of course, I have my co-host here.
Hello, everyone. I am Ewan, the intern here at JESCOM till July 19. So yeah, happy to be here at Radyo Katipunan. If you tuned in earlier, you would have seen me and the rest of the interns. But yeah, happy to be here on ASPACes as your co-host.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. Happy birthday muna, ASPAC President John Cabanzag. And today, since this is the first Monday of July, we have two special guests. And of course, one is a very good friend of mine who happened to be my colleague back in Sutherland Global Services.
What year?
We stopped counting, actually. That's what he said a while ago. Let me introduce you on the show, ladies and gentlemen, the Country HR Director of Coronis Health Philippines, Mr. Marvin Rodriguez.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Very excited to be here. Thank you for having me, and it's gonna be a lively conversation. Looking forward to those questions coming up.
Yes, that's right, Marvin. Thank you so much and welcome back, fresh from Italy, I guess.
Yeah.
Ang init daw, kaya you're so pinkish today.
Yeah, it's 32 degrees.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. Grabe, 30 nga lang is so hot na.
Yeah.
Have you been to Italy?
No, I haven't been to Italy. What was the highlight for you on your trip to Italy?
Well, seeing the Pope.
You
is-
saw
is
the
a-
Pope?
Yeah. yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
What's he
Because
like?
there's an audience there every Thursday. So I was able to do that.
Oh, wow. Were you able to get an autograph or high
no, you
five?
cannot.
You cannot.
How I wish I could do
Oh,
that.
I
but,
see.
No.
Oh,
lapit.
all right.
Yung mic, the audio mic.
All right.
Closer. The mic should be closer to you so they can hear you. Ayan. And we also have another special guest. Last week he was here, but he wasn't really on the show. We were just showing his coffee. But today, let me formally introduce to you, of course, my colleague DJ Pong Santos, also the business owner of KTP, our coffee. Yeah, hi Pong.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm glad to
Basta.
be here. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for the invite.
Of course.
Of course naman. We'd
I'll
love
be
to have
serving you
music.
coffee later.
Yay! Sige,
I'm having your
actually,
coffee now.
Oh,
so
nice.
thank you.
I had it this morning. It's really Oh, my emotions were just high. It's really good coffee.
Oh yeah, because last week we have coffee too. That's
Yeah.
why you're able to brew. Yeah, you know what? Pong is a very young entrepreneur, and he's graduating from operations management from Thames International School. And I
wow.
believe you started with your business so early, like so young. Siguro, like
Yeah, I started
how young?
around a few years ago.
Okay,
Yeah,
so when you were in college.
I was before college. Before
Uh-huh.
college.
And what inspired
then-
you to put up a business? Syempre, you're into music, so why coffee?
Yeah, it started at home in my room. I
At home in your
yeah,
room?
Yeah, I make my own coffee.
Okay.
I start my day making coffee, and then the music comes along.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a
Nice.
DJ and as a profession, and then I make my own coffee. Then I decided to make a small business like this.
That's amazing. We're gonna talk more about your business, but I'm pretty sure si Marvin here is awake na kasi kanina pa siya nagko-coffee. And he said, your coffee so sarap, di
Yeah,
ba?
this is my third cup
Oh, wow.
my
for
God.
today. Yeah. So
Okay. I
Wow.
mean, it does make sense because the weather's a little bit gloomy. But yeah,
Right.
we need all the coffee and all the music.
Yeah, but you know what, Yuan? When you're working in a BPO or call center, you know, coffee is really life. Kasi I've been with BPO, and Justin was also from BPO, so he could actually relate. So Marvin, we were together several years ago in Sutherland, and we always see each other sa baba, sa kapihan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, that's right. So doon kami nag-hi hello kasi syempre pag nasa office, seryoso. So Marvin, tell us naman more about you. I mean, how did you start with your career?
that was a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I used to after graduation, I already started my career in the BPO, business process
I see.
outsourcing. So that was early 2000. So I've been in the industry for about 20 years now. So
I'm 21.
oh boy.
Oh, you were born here.
yep.
Baby pa lang.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grabe. Could you tell us your first BPO experience?
I think that was with I think PLDT.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Wow.
EPLDT Ventus, if I remember it correctly. So I was a CSR. I started my career as a CSR. So I was a CSR for about a couple of months. And then I transferred to another BPO and I became an HR practitioner, which is basically the goal because that was my course in college, philosophy in human resources development. So that's really the goal. That's why I wanted to join the BPO because at that time, it was the booming industry. So I wanted to build my career there.
Right,
And,
yes.
And from there, I'm here now.
Yeah.
So from CSR became an HR and then became one of the big bosses and now a country HR director. Grabe yung the leap, di ba?
So you really stuck to it. So you must have a hobby or a passion for it because, you know, having sleepless nights, what kept you going throughout the day? Or was it just for the love of the game, as they would say?
Well, different phases of your life, right?
Right.
So you have different sets of goals. You cannot have a goal has been there. It evolves. So in the beginning, of course, you just wanted to build a career. From there, probably when I was in college, I wasn't even sure what course to take. But over time, it developed. I wanted to become a lawyer in the beginning. That's why I took up
I see.
took up philosophy. But my course is a double major in San Beda.
Oh.
And I fell in love more with human resources development. So that's the career path that I took on. I'm passionate about reading. That's what I know early on. And so that's how it started actually.
Okay, so tuloy-tuloy lang yon. So when you never gave up, di ba? At some point, like, meron bang time na at some point na, I don't wanna do this anymore. I wanna be in a different field. Meron bang ganon?
No, walang ganon. Probably, what happened is that as you progress, there are so many things that you wanted to do, and I do that. But I still kept my career because that's one thing that enables me to do a lot of things. You know,
Wow.
so I started a couple of business. You know, naman that I'm also in Rotary,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
I've been advocating a lot of things, animal rights. So I'm big into charity works. I even ventured into politics at one point. But so different aspects of it. But there are things that you hold on, you know, that makes you grounded, that makes you, you know, more focus on what to do, on what you want
So what
to
has
build your
been
life.
one pillar that really sustained you throughout your 20 years in your career?
One pillar, probably it's that sense of accomplishment.
I see.
That you're able to provide jobs, that you are able to reach for your goals. Because I've been into different industries.
Right.
Most of my years are in the BPO, but I've handled pharmaceuticals, FMCG, agriculture. So I've worked in different countries as well. But I always go back, to the Philippines because I think that's where I'm most needed, at
Oh,
least in my
wow.
own thinking.
No, thank you. I mean, we need more people to uplift others, especially if goals change.
Right.
I think it's also important that we still remember that it's not just us in this, we're not doing this for ourselves. So if we look at the bigger picture, I believe, and for most Ateneans, the bigger picture should always be in service of others.
That's true. That's true. Maybe that's why your heart led to Rotary. So in 2014, I invited Marvin to join our club. So I didn't actually expect that he will say yes. So he became a president of our Rotary Club of Danghari for 2 years ba? How many years?
2 years, yeah.
2 years. And then
well,
you were
twice.
twice.
1 year. So
And then he was able to change a lot of things. So, Marvin, share mo naman your experience with Rotary. Kasi you've been with Rotary for 11 years na. This year, I believe. So, how does Rotary change you and, your life?
well, it's an organization that enables you to do stuff. To be passionate about your advocacies. So you get to meet like-minded people. So when you get to meet people like that, of course, it drives you more, right?
Yes.
Because instead of doing things just by yourself, you get to do it with a group that's passionate about the same things that you are passionate about. And so it was a blessing. It was a great opportunity for me to actually push for those advocacies that I really wanted, which is a better life for most Filipinos, for all Filipinos actually.
Were there any unexpected challenges that you encountered in Rotary, especially with trying to push for better lives, as you said? Was there anything that you weren't expecting at all, but it turned out to be a challenge? And how did you overcome that?
Probably it's the exposure
I see.
that you to different walks of life. That when you go to far areas, provinces, hard to reach places, you get to see the needs of the people. There's so many things lacking: roads, livelihoods, schools, opportunities like that. So it's not a personal challenge, but that's the challenge that I see, that we as a nation, how are we able to help one another to become better? So
I
that's
see.
probably the biggest challenge even now.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And maybe that led you to enter politics, right? So we're gonna talk about that in just a short while. Let's pan the camera naman to DJ Pong.
Hey, man.
DJ Pong here is also into business. So you took up operations management at Thames International. Tama ba, Pong?
Yes, operations.
And you are what year now?
Graduating.
Graduating
Yay!
na! Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Ay, kayo, you're graduating too, right?
Next year.
Okay, next year. So when is your graduation? Next
Next week.
week na.
Congratulations!
23rd.
Okay, so what made you enter that course? Why operations management? Daming courses dyan eh.
Yeah, it started the thought with my family's family business.
Okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to work there. I wanted to be within the company. And then I decided now to plug in a different brand in the business, in
Okay.
SM Cultura.
All right.
My family has a consignment brand there. So the Rafaela's Creation. So I'm trying to get in there, but no. I'm trying to build my brand first
Yeah.
from
Okay.
scratch
All right.
rather than, So I tried to study first.
Okay, like kesa
the in-
mamanahin lang
the in-
agad.
The in and outs of the business. So
Right. So is that really your
Basically.
choice? Or was it your parents who chose that course for you?
no, it was me.
Yung totoo ha? Kasi I'm a parent here.
I know you, DJ Gail.
So, was it really your choice?
Yeah, it was
to
my
take that
choice,
course?
my choice.
Oh, okay. Did you enjoy?
I'm happy with my course. I'm happy. I'm done
Yes.
with everything I have to do.
Wow.
It's about time to finish college. I'm already 31.
21.
31.
You are?
31.
Oh, Okay.
Still very young. Still very
maybe
young.
at some point you stop.
Yeah, I stopped
And then
schooling.
you put up your business.
Yes.
Tama ba? So
Yes.
when did you start with your KTP brand, with your coffee?
This was around a few years ago, 3 years, about 3 to 4 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
But the coffee thing, it started around 2019. 2019. Yeah. 2019.
During before pandemic.
Before the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was there any challenges? Kasi di ba 2019 and the following year was already pandemic. So what happened?
Yeah. Well, I didn't go anywhere. I
Okay.
stayed at home, but I started practicing
So you
the
were
method
delivering
of
coffee.
pour-overing coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where you started your business. Was that an online thing? You deliver coffee? How was that?
I sell by the beans. I sell
Okay.
beans first.
Beans
It
muna.
started there because
Okay.
we have a farm in Cavite in
Oh.
Alfonso.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I started exploring the Barako coffee.
Yeah.
Our very own.
Like
Barako
on its
coffee,
own,
yeah.
I find Barako coffee to be already sweet, like no need for sugar. So I'm really curious about the flavor profile. What made you choose to also combine Arabica, as it's known to have a little more acidity and a little more punch factor?
Well, I think I tried it first, me, for my personal experience that
Yeah.
I would make my own blend.
Right.
Yeah. So I mixed the one we grow
Mm.
and
Okay.
the ones I get from the market.
All right.
Oh, okay. So
That's
So
nice.
I kind of mixed it.
Kind of mix it.
I blended
But you
it.
just get the good quality, the best ones.
Yeah.
Diba?
Yeah.
That makes actually makes KTP different, diba? From other coffee. So lapit tayo ngayon kay DJ Pong. He's gonna teach us how to do pour over. Tara.
that's right.
Ayan. Let's watch. And then actually, this is parang formal na rin. Formal and formal. Because Pong's gonna show us how to do a pour over. Diba? With the coffee. Balik lang kami sa upuan. Where? Camera's here. So where can we stand? Pwede doon?
right
Saan
over
ba?
here.
Okay, there's the other side. Kasi we want to see how it's... We want to see how pour over is being done. Yeah. Marvin here is really a coffee lover. You know how to do this?
No.
Turuan mo kami. Ayan.
Let's
Okay.
leave it to the experts.
Yeah. There you go. So, first you got the hot water. Tama ba? Do we have to measure the hot water, Pong?
Yeah, you have to measure the water that you will input, that you will pour over the coffee grounds.
Okay.
So each condiments you put, I mean you put, like I put condensed milk.
All right.
And
for
then
this
coffee
one,
grounds.
How many
This is around
cups?
15 grams of coffee.
15 grams.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is KTP blend.
All right.
Yeah, so
One of your best seller. Tama ba? The
Yes.
KTP.
Yeah, the
Okay.
KTP.
And then what do we do now? What is this? What do you call this one?
this is the weighing scale.
Weighing
I'm
scale?
gonna weigh
Grabe. Iinom ka na lang kape. Ang
I'm
hirap
gonna weigh
talaga.
the coffee, the water that I pour in.
All
So
right.
this is around, I'll be needing around 350 grams of water.
Okay. Hot. That's hot water or no?
Yeah, it's hot.
Hot water. Okay. So this is called pour over. Ayun. Oh. Wow. Grabe. Amoy pa lang. Gising na ako. Okay. So that's how you do it. And
yeah, that's
then,
the first bloom. So I have to let it.
is this the same as drip? Or just different?
It's a form of drip.
Okay.
Form of brewing also.
All right.
kind of want to eat it.
Oh my God. if you're gonna eat it, it's too bitter, diba?
Probably. It looks really good.
Okay.
Chocolate.
It looks like
from here.
chocolate. It looks like
Yeah.
a brownie.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Siguro when you're heartbroken, okay na, gonna bitter. Oh man, ang bango, sobra. I wish you could also smell that sa ating mga viewers out there. Press Andrew, maybe this is really healing for you. Yeah, he's watching right now, our co-host. Okay, so you wait until it simmers.
Yeah.
Tapos, so make sure that the water is 350 ml in total.
To extract it well.
Oh.
The molecule of the
Ano eh, clockwise or counterclockwise? How is that?
I do it counterclockwise. Clockwise.
Clockwise. Okay. So pag counterclockwise, hindi na kape yung kalalabasan nun.
No,
All right.
I don't know. I think I just do this. I just saw this. I saw the method when I was in one of the coffee shops in the south.
Did you have a formal lesson, like doing the pour over? So you invented this one, like it was
No, I
really,
didn't-
it's really
it
your
wasn't an
thing.
Invention. I watch videos.
Okay.
I watch videos. I watch tutorials. Everything you can learn it on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, even DJing.
Oy, I didn't learn from YouTube, ha? Excuse me, I actually had studied the DJ
Alright,
Academy of the
alright.
Philippines
Nice,
back then.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I did. Okay, so now what's happening here? Okay, so we have to wait until yung pinaka last drop ng water
This
Yeah.
is
gets
so
in.
satisfying. I feel like narrating this like an ASMR creator.
Yeah. Okay, as a comm student, how would you be able to describe what's happening right now, Yuan?
As I see it, it is a very delicate art. We just need to put this around as it slowly rises down. With our soul, but as we take a sip, it uplifts us.
Alright.
There we go.
Oh my God, that's too complicated. Grabe for coffee. Diba, we thought when we buy coffee, we order coffee, ganun lang kasimple. It's not, diba? There's always passion. Tama ba? Good passion. Passion talaga. Para masarap, right? Tama ba, Marv? Yours is passion there. What you do, right?
Yeah, you cannot have a good product if you're not passionate about it. Yeah.
The rhythm, very DJ. You know, he's also spinning it and also
Yeah,
spinning
you have
it
to
on
swirl
the table.
the last part. Yeah.
Parang wine, kailangan ganun parang ay.
Has beautiful legs.
So since you made this live here, I'm gonna try that one. Yeah, but I want it sweet. Ikaw ba, when you order coffee, how many
I
percent?
like it sweet, but I don't do black coffees. There has to be some milk or cream.
So 75% sugar, ganon.
Not even. No sugar.
Ah, no sugar.
Yeah.
Ako 100%. What about you?
One sweetener, and that's it.
So that's like 0.5% lang.
Maybe, yeah.
Ah, ang tabang. Ako, I like my coffee sweet.
Because if you put milk or cream into it, it's a little bit sweeter na. So
Yeah.
And there are coffee drinkers. They prefer brewed black coffee.
Okay. Yeah, as in pure black lang.
To have it to taste the coffee really well
Mm.
and how it's supposed to be drank by
Okay. So you have to
people.
appreciate
'Cause,
it.
yeah, you have to in order to appreciate it, you have to drink the black coffee first before you try the lattes. Before you
Okay.
add the creamers, the
I
sweeteners.
see. That's why other people get addicted to black coffee because they tried it
He
firsthand.
describes the process as so relaxing, but you got to remember this is coffee, so people are probably like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
shaking a little.
That's right. So what happened to that extract there? Diba, you already had the 1 cup ready. So can we still use this extract?
No.
Not na.
Anymore.
So do you...
You won't get the full extraction.
Oh.
You won't get the full extraction of the coffee.
Okay, so you could throw this
You
sa
have
plants.
to
Pwede naman,
get
right?
another filter.
Another filter na.
It's
So,
the pour over way.
grabe, ganun siya kagastos. If you want to have a business, you should really have all these things, all this equipment, diba, for you to have one. So, how did you start? Did you start, like, eto muna binili ko, eto muna, or did you start buying everything na for your coffee?
No, I started with the
What do you call this? That what?
this,
that thing?
I call this the pour over thing.
That's
I like that.
that's a more over
Does she
thing.
have a name?
Okay, okay,
It's
maybe
called a
this is
Chemex.
mine.
A Chemex.
Huh?
A Chemex.
Chemex. Okay. Chemex. Okay.
Chemex.
All right. And then this one, what do you call that?
This is the
A teacup.
no
Satika.
a kettle. A kettle.
A kettle.
Pour over
And what
kettle.
about this one? Ito yata yung pangkate. Kasi di ba there's this dulo?
No,
What do you
isn't
call
that
this?
for margaritas?
Yeah, you
Margaritas
can use
ito,
that
ma-
too.
Manginginom eh. What do you
just-
call this?
Stir.
Ah, this is stirrer. Okay. And this one,
A teaspoon.
teaspoon.
Teaspoon. It's for the coffee.
And then this one, pamalo. So, what do you call that?
It's a stirrer too.
Okay. You know, it's really fun to see all those things because I'm a coffee person, but I'm not really into doing all this stuff. Wala akong patience, you know. That's why to all those who are into coffee, you want to get into business, you should learn first the basics, diba? You should learn first what to have, what to prepare, what to invest on. Kasi it's not just buying lang coffee and then you pour everything, diba? It's not like pour over. Pour nyo lang lahat yan, diba? Like when I visited Holosulu, it was ages ago, nakita ko how they did coffee. Like, malaking kawali. And then they just pour everything there. Pero ang sarap. Sabi nga nila, sometimes daw, kahit marumi, masarap. So,
is that a waste?
lahat,
Or, yeah.
ito lahat, It's
Yeah,
just
these are
there.
waste already.
Just keep on adding and adding. So that was my
That's
first.
what they do?
Yeah, sa Holosulu. Pero malinis naman yun. So that's my experience sa coffee. Kaya I was never into it. I never wanted to do etong mga pour over. Sabi ko, nakakapagod kasi I saw them like pouring everything na in the kawali. And then, pagising mo sa umaga, kuha ka lang ganon. That's, yun. But you know, what you did is really...
How they do it in the provinces?
I don't know, but when my lolo kasi, when my lolo was still alive, what he did was, niluluto niya yung coffee. So, kunyari ito, like, few teaspoons, lulutuin niya, lagay niya sa kawali, tapos pour some water, and then, kuha lang siya ng white cloth, and then doon niya ipo-pour yung coffee, put sugar. Same. Oh, pero walang mga filter. Pero the one I saw in Holosulu, grabe, as in, ganun kalaki. And then, people drink coffee like it's part of their everyday na
Use,
water.
The milk, what do you call this? Milk cloth.
I'm not really sure, basta I tasted it lang. Kumuha lang ako dun sa kawali and then I tasted it. But this is different. This is pour over coffee. There are lots of methods, di ba, in doing coffee.
Yes.
But I believe this is one of the best, Marbs. Kasi, ano mo talaga na-concentrate talaga everything that it really extracted because you did it really slowly and passionately.
Yes.
With finesse.
Oh,
So.
there's a difference talaga.
Yeah.
Espresso making and pour over, like brewing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So now, let's take a break for a few minutes. When we come back, let's hear DJ Pong, diba? Play some music for us. And of course, we talk about Marvin, about his politics life naman. And then him traveling around the world soon. Yeah. We'll be right back. Yan! Kape! Kape, kape!
We will be back in a few, Katipuneros, so please stay tuned.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Voice of W Eagle kami, di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay Atenista, sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng pera. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo. Todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing giting at tigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
Mga Katipuneros, it's time to level up! Your talk variety program showcasing the best in media and other fields. As we feature the most loved personalities and the best practices of what we truly refer to as Magis. Together with multi-awarded multimedia guru Mr. Noel Ferrer, let's all level up every Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
You pick it, we play it. This is Request 879 on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
The Jesuit Hour. Get to know the Jesuits. Discover their spirituality, their history, their ministries. The Jesuit Hour. Anything Jesuit, everything Jesuit. The Jesuit Hour.
Fight A, fight T, fight even, fight O, fight blue and white. The blue and white will go
They've been behind every exam week, every thesis defense, and every milestone along the way. As they grow into thinkers, leaders, and changemakers, we are right there with them, listening, learning, and leading. This is your space, your voice, your story, where parenthood, purpose, and community come together on air. This is ASPACes, Ateneo Parents in Action. Listen in, laugh with us, and journey alongside fellow Ateneo parents as we share stories of service, solidarity, and the magic in everyday parenting. ASPACes, your story, your voice, your space. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Welcome back to ASPACes. Yeah, as promised, we're going to talk about Marvin naman, his politics life, while we have DJ Pong here on the side giving us cool music this Monday afternoon. Yeah, thank you, Pong. Thank you. You and Marvin, we're going to ask, you went kasi he went into politics.
Right,
He
yeah.
went home, Palawan, right, Marvin?
Puerto Princesa.
Puerto Princesa.
Got it.
Ayun. And I think during the whole pandemic time, you were so busy preparing.
During the pandemic time, that was 2020, so I'm in Eastwood.
Oh, okay. So when did you start preparing for
2022.
2022?
But
Could you tell us more about that?
it's not really that I've prepared to doing that. I become more involved because
Okay.
I've been doing community service as early as I think all my life.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Well, because it's I'm passionate about it. So, but I get to be more involved in the city as early as 2022.
Okay. So, how did you start? Kasi syempre, you were really a BPO kind of guy, HR guy, and then bigla na lang, oops, tatakbo si Marvin. Was it councilor or vice mayor?
It's counselor.
Counselor. So, who pushed you?
Nobody pushed me. Actually, everyone that I know doesn't want me to actually do that. But there are some things that you have to do so that you'll know. You know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Some things that you have to
I think
experience.
isa na ako dun sa nag-push talaga. Sige, Marbs, go for it. Why not? Okay. So, how was your experience?
Oh, a lot of learnings actually.
Okay.
A lot of it. Something that it's a different world. And there's so many things that we don't know. We in the private sector, once you go into that, you'd be surprised as it's on how it's being done. Of course, we can be very idealistic about it. You know, that's why we wanted to go into it. But reality would sets in, and how would you navigate that kind of field? So it was a lot of learning for me.
Okay. You want, as you were saying?
Yeah, no, I think it's interesting. Chancellor, right? Yeah.
Counselor.
Counselor, sorry.
Chancellors are other countries.
My bad. So, counselor, were there moments where you understand that this is what the system is, and how were you able to lead people or push people to, let's say, go with this idea or to make them work cohesively? Because being a counselor, I'd imagine there's a lot of tension between personalities and getting the job done.
Yeah. Well, I learned about the reality of it when during the campaign proper itself.
Oh.
Because when I was getting more involved into community service in Puerto Princesa, it's like doing Rotary. So there was really not much of a difference because I do a lot of charity events in other places.
Right.
So I've been doing that, and I just focus on in Puerto Princesa. So the politics side of it, I wasn't exposed to it until such time that the actual campaign period starts, and that's when I realized that wait, this might not be for me. So but I still pushed through because I felt that I needed to be in that position so that I could be able to have a more meaningful avenue to help people change lives.
Was there any sense of danger that you had when the campaigns were starting? And
No, there was no
danger.
There's no
Okay.
danger whatsoever. But it's more of the pagod in doing that. And once you go into that, everything that you do, people would see it as something that you're just doing it for politics, even if you just really wanted to make things better. So
Okay.
That's the main difference, I guess.
So, aside from working with people on the inside, what was it like to convey messages when you were campaigning? Do you have like any tips on how to reach out to people better to sway them to
Well,
your
as I
cause?
used to say, whenever I do, let's say, corporate talks or whatever, or in radio guestings like this one,
Yes.
you just have to tell the truth.
Mm.
Because in doing so, you don't have to remember anything. And you really can't go wrong.
Okay,
right?
no, absolutely. No, I agree with that. Was there any point where the truth could hurt or it could sting, but you were able to deliver it in a way that everyone was able to
Yeah.
understand it?
Uh,
I mean,
probably-
really knowing your audience.
Yeah, probably that's the reality of it. You have to tell those, truths in such a way that you will not be offending people.
Right.
So you're not lying, but you are saying it in a different way so as not to ruffle feathers, not to offend people. So that's and it's something that you needed to really learn on how to do it, because sometimes, let's say we just wanted to be as normal as possible, talk as plainly as we can. When we do that, sometimes people get hurt because and sometimes you get to be misconstrued, right? So you have to learn a different way of saying things so that people will understand you and not take it negatively.
Were there any moments where the pressure was a lot, everything was happening fast, especially with conveying your message? Like things didn't seem like they were coming together with the people you were working with and the people you wanted to talk to.
Oh yeah, a lot of times it happened, and that is why that kind of wall is really something different
Right.
from the way that we are accustomed with. And if you really wanted to go into it, you must embrace it fully. Otherwise, you'll just be, what do you call that? How do I say that? Be disappointed on certain things. But what keeps you going would be that sense of purpose that you really wanted to do stuff to make things better. So so whatever the challenge is or challenges are, just embrace it and well, have a drink of coffee after, probably,
Yeah.
so that you'll be sane. But it's different. That's why I take my hats off to those people who are really into genuine service, and I
Right.
hope that they prosper.
Were there any moments that you really enjoyed? If you could look back at your time as counselor, was there a moment, whether it be something big, something small, or a quiet moment that you absolutely savor?
During the campaign, of course, I wasn't able to be successful in that on that one.
All right.
Well, a lot of learnings, a lot of things. I would have wanted to be there for my city, to contribute more, to see what I could, to let them experience what I could offer. The learnings that I've had in my corporate careers, my knowledge in business, my knowledge in marketing, in making that city prosper. So probably that's a regret that it's a sore point for me to think that it's not gonna happen anymore.
I see. Yeah. Sorry, I'm taking time to absorb that. So, were there any? Once all has been said and done, what was your mindset coming out of it?
Well, I'm really hopeful that the choices of the people would really make things better for them. And I mean, we live in one country,
Right.
so whatever those decisions would be by other people would affect every one of us. And I hope that we still find that that sense of purpose for everyone to let's help each other. Let's make one another better. Because things are just getting more difficult, harder and harder, and I don't understand why. As you can see, right now it's graduation season, right?
Right.
There's so many Latin honors everywhere. But if you would look at it, that should be good, right? But how come our life are getting more difficult? Whereas if you would look at those things, we should have been getting better, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So these are the puzzling stuff. I mean, I hope that we can all get our acts together and be better.
Absolutely, I agree. Sir, I would like you to help me with this next part. This kind young gentleman who's sitting next to me, we kind of look like a boy band right now on camera with our matching colors. But could you please help me introduce this young man? Young man. Yes, young man.
Yeah, young man. Oh, yeah. Let's have naman. I think his name sounds like watch.
Yeah.
Tama ba? Rolex?
Yes, Rolex.
Rolex.
Hello, Rolex. Nice to meet you. I'm you and the intern. How
Yes.
are you today?
Well, it's better than yesterday, actually.
Yesterday was Sunday. How are you? How are you?
So Rolex is my colleague at Coronis Health Philippines. He's in charge of recruitment, marketing, and branding.
yeah.
And he's here to help us understand more what Coronis Health is looking for to join our small and growing community.
How soon are you accepting applications?
Since
Well, every
yesterday.
day.
Yes. Oh, great, great. What's your email?
So from HR, I see Rolex.
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
So what exactly is your role?
Yeah.
Alam naman natin HR, pero in Coronis, what do you usually do?
I'm actually the recruitment marketing branding associate of Cronies Health Philippines. So I am responsible for sourcing candidates, and also I am managing our Facebook page.
Thank you.
Yeah. And
Why if
we're
you need models, You know,
yeah. And we're
Okay.
actually having Facebook Live every Monday.
Talaga?
Yes.
So
Yeah, so
Facebook
tune
Live.
in later at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So that's we go live. We would be marketing our I mean the how it is working in Coronis, what are our openings, and how great it is to be part of that community.
So parang recruitment live.
Yes.
Wow. Marami ba? How is it comparing to doing calls? How is it to doing Facebook Live? Mas marami ba kayo na-recruit if you're doing Facebook
Yes,
Live?
we have different platforms. We have TikTok and also specifically Facebook, but we actually get more applicants in our Facebook page since we're having Facebook Live every Monday.
So how does the application work, especially since it's live?
Of course, we're plugging our career email. And of course, yes, broadcasting our current openings.
Oh, so you
Nice.
don't read the portfolios online.
Yeah.
They'll send it in. It's like, oh, we got a new entry from, and they say, I'm not sure about this one.
And of course, we're also plugging our qualifications for specific position. That's why, we're targeting some specifically medical coders.
So what happens during the lives? What's the process like? And for how long do you stream?
And of course, on first stage of our Facebook Live, of course, we're having like prizes, like sending Gcash to our
Uy,
viewers.
sali tayo dyan, Juan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, just to share our Facebook Live and of course more engagement with our viewers. And
Alright.
after that, we're plugging our current openings. And of course, especially last week, as we mentioned always, our Mio raffle, because we're having a Mio raffle for inpatient medical coders, outpatient medical coders. And it's not just a Mio, it's a brand new Yamaha Mio I-125.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
So talagang ano ba to? Brainstein Marvin, being your country HR
Yeah.
director, was he the
the
one who thought
recruitment
about
head is
this?
actually in charge of
Yes,
that.
Miss Marvy.
Who's that?
Miss Marvy Pahente.
Marvy.
Yeah.
Okay, Marvy and Marvy. Di ba?
Yeah,
Two heads,
quite
two
close.
Marvy are really
Yes.
better than one. Okay, so when did you start this Facebook Live?
I started working at Cronies Health Philippines February 21. Then at
This
March,
year?
yeah. Just
Okay.
we started March, I think, March.
For the
That's-
FB Live.
Yes.
So far you're getting more recruits
Yes.
compared to like posting on, not naman bad-mouthing
Yes.
LinkedIn or Indeed.
We do all of that. We do all of that.
yeah.
Pero
So,
i-compare mo sa lahat, is it better pag magla-live kayo?
well, we are able to reach a different type of audience if you go Facebook Live. Of course,
Okay.
LinkedIn has a different type of audience as well. So all are good, actually. We just wanted to be present at all the available media out there.
Oh, okay. You know what I noticed? I met Marvin several decades ago. Decades talaga. right now kasi...
Wala pa naman, 1 decade lang.
Well,
We're just,
decade lang.
we're
The
not that
confidence
old.
level kasi is really high.
Yeah.
I mean, I really admire you, Marv. You really transformed. Of course, you were able to transform lives, entered into politics. Ang hirap ng mga ginagawa mo. I saw your Facebook.
I'm not successful in entering politics, you know.
Well, it's not naman like it's everyone, 'di ba, for the first time successful, 'di ba? Sometimes you really have to, start it. Well, you just really have to feel muna kung gaano kahirap. Pero daw pag you became successful, you'll be able to appreciate it, 'di ba? Just like how you started in BPO. Pero your confidence level kasi is really something different from the first time I met you kasi he was kind of shy guy. Aminin mo, shy guy ka before.
Even now, I'm an
Super.
introvert. But I,
Diba? So, ano yung pinaka-breakthrough ng life mo na-realize mo na, I have pala this confidence. I'm able to face people publicly. I'm able to speak publicly. And I can do this. I can do
There's
all
no
of this.
specific, situation where I felt that. But it's part of my job. You know,
Okay.
because I'm an Asian practitioner and I started, as a customer service representative. So as early as that, you get to talk for 8 hours a day, and so it gets to be built.
4 hours board time na pagod na ako.
I'm DJ actually, or radio host, but in radio hosting, that's
Yeah,
just
we have
4
in
hours.
between times, 4
Yeah.
hours, or if we take
But
more shifts.
imagine working as a CSR and it's 7.5 hours of
Non-stop
telephone,
talking.
Non-stop.
Wow.
So that's how it started. But you get to be more exposed in your job. You get to be meet a lot of people. So it was built over time.
That's amazing. So that's why, you have to explore. When you're young, di ba, if you have the chance to explore, do
Yeah.
it na, di ba? Travel
Don't
around
waste
the
time,
world.
no? Kasi
I
yung mga young people
know.
ngayon, they think that they have all the time in the world.
Exactly.
But actually, they don't. The world will
Right.
not wait for you. So if you have that
Right.
opportunity, make sure that you grab it.
That's right. So speaking of that, recently you traveled, di ba? I think you traveled to several countries. So what made you decide to do it now? Kasi dati, you weren't that kind of person who's really into traveling. Parang you travel for work, but now you travel for just really leisure.
Yeah, in the past, usually whenever I have to go to somewhere abroad, it's
Right.
usually because of work.
Yeah.
And then we just extend for
Right.
a couple of days as personal time. Yeah, but recently I've been doing a lot of, well, not really a lot. I've been doing that for twice pa lang naman. So,
But
I
what
just
what
felt-
made you decide to just do it, start traveling? It's for pleasure.
There are so many things that I probably wanted to go to that I haven't had the opportunity in the past, and
Okay.
I just wanted to explore more and probably have that little bit of rest.
So what was your experience sa Italy? Kasi we heard you went to Italy
You
and
met
then
the
you
Pope?
Pope?
Well, I
You
saw
met the
him.
Pope? Wow.
I saw him, but not really met him.
No, but you could
Okay.
feel him. It's like, I see you. You're there.
Okay, so how did you react, Marv? Siyempre, Pope na yan eh. So when you saw him, andun ba yung urge mo that you wanted to approach him and have a photo of?
No, it felt good just seeing him from
afar?
From afar.
Okay.
But there's really no strong urge for me to do that. I've never been a fan of anyone, not even with
Okay, the other
celebrities and
popes.
stuff like that. I'm not really the type who would take pictures. I mean, if you saw some celebrity, you would just push yourself, and I'm not.
All right.
You know me. You know.
Oh yeah. Okay, but what was your favorite place when you visited Italy? Meron bang place na, oh my God, I fell in love with this place? Or
Siena.
Siena. Okay,
Siena.
tell us about Siena. We haven't been there.
Well, pretty much all of Italy has the same scenic, feel. But Siena is a little, more. It's different. I mean,
Okay.
cobblestones everywhere, old houses, but it's a combination of medieval period plus the modern times.
Okay.
It's good for shopping, great food.
Wow.
I really enjoyed Siena more than any other city in Italy. Yeah.
Wow. You should go there. We
What about
should
you,
go there.
Rolex? How is Italy?
Rolex. Did you go to
Never
Italy
been
as
there.
well?
Okay.
Okay. What country did you visit now? Aside from, of course,
Wala
not yet.
pa. Yeah,
No
not
plans
yet.
yet. So you better start planning now.
To all the young people, let's go.
Yeah. And you know what, Yuan, DJ Pong, Marvin here is also a pet lover. He is also part of like rescue pets. And one of my actually pet I gave it to him because we weren't able to take care of him.
Okay.
So he's not just a leader, he is also a daddy to his pets. Marvin, how were you able to manage it? Your time,
How many
tapos pag
pets?
uwi mo, you have lots of pets.
With a lot of help.
Oh, okay.
Well, there are,
All right.
there are people who takes care of my rescues when
Okay.
I'm not because I'm working.
Right.
I'm not most.
How many rescues do you have?
I have 4 cats,
Oh,
3 dogs.
oh yeah.
Gucci. Gucci's one of the
One of them
dogs.
is Gucci. It's a gift from
Yeah, our
from my
charter president.
from
Of our
fellow
club.
Rotarians. Yeah.
And then the other twos are, sino-sino yung sila? Yung
The
dalawa?
other 2s, actually they're rescued. All of them are
Rescued
rescued
din
already.
sila.
All of my cats are rescued.
What are the challenges usually, Marbs? Diba, nung during pandemic, you were working at home and then you had lots of pets. Ano yung mga challenges mo when you were working with the pets around?
Wala naman.
Talaga? Kasi there was one time in our show, your pet was there. He climbed the...
It's not really a challenge for me. I love their company, so it's not
Okay.
really.
I have a question. Which one's your favorite?
Baka marinig na iba magsiselos. But do you have a favorite?
Wala.
Wala.
But
that's sweet.
meron naman a little bit more sweeter, but there's no favorite.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
so you love all of them. So siguro si Marvin, pag someday he'll become a parent, lahat yung favorite niya. Have you ever thought of that? Having a family someday, having your own kids,
Early on, while I was in my early 20s, I wanted to have that, but fate would have a different plan for me. So
opportunities change,
Yeah.
diba? So what's your
perspectives change.
Yeah. So what's your advice to everyone out there, especially to Ateneo community? A lot of students are here. And who knows, diba? One of these days, Coroni's Help Philippines will be one of the accredited for the internship. Yeah, let's pray for that.
Yeah.
So what's your advice to everyone, especially sa mga parents and students, Marbs? You being a very successful career person and at the same time, you still have time to do your thing that you love most and, of course, rescuing pets.
Right. For the students out there, the Ateneo community, be responsible. Especially
Be
the young
responsible.
ones.
You want be responsible.
Always, yeah.
You can always have a little bit of fun, but make sure that everything that you do, you're not throwing your life away. Yeah, because opportunity, don't take it for granted. It's a privilege for all of us here having this kind of conversation. Not everyone could have that kind of privilege. And so when you're having that, embrace it fully and be responsible.
Wow.
What about you, Rolex? Do you have any?
Yeah, to the
Words.
students. What's your advice naman? Kasi you were a student before, diba? What's your favorite, kumbaga, mantra that you really kept until these days that you still bring it kahit sa work mo?
Being passionate and driven as always.
Passionate
And driven.
and
individual.
driven.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you really wanted something, you need to work hard and being passionate all about it.
Wow. Okay. So, responsible, passionate, driven. Marbs, what about to the parents?
Have a little bit more faith in
Why-
your,
why you have faith naman
in
yung-
your children, and a little bit more understanding, probably,
I understand.
As a
And
21-year-old.
have that open communication, I guess,
All right. So, have faith and then be open. All right. Sa mga hindi naman parents, like mga parents of pets.
Same. It's the same thing. I've always wanted to tell everyone that at every every stage of your life, try to be responsible, live kindly. Life is short. Be kind, live more, and I just wanted people to have a little bit of gratitude. Be thankful for the things that they have, the
Alright.
opportunities that they're blessed with, and don't throw it away.
Yeah, always pay it forward. Marv, before we finish our show, of course, before we have Pong spin some music for us before the end of the show, would you like to promote Coroni's Health Philippines? Because I know you have lots of openings, so this is your chance, please. You might
Yeah.
Yes,
let's
actually,
pull
for
out
our-
there.
please.
For our current openings, we are actually looking for inpatient medical coder with 90,000 sign-on bonus.
Wow! Lipat na tayo!
Medical coder.
Medical
Okay.
coder.
Yeah, and not
Okay.
only that, for Profi medical coder and outpatient medical coder with 70,000 sign-on bonus.
Oh my God,
Alright.
boss, siya tayo kander. My God. Okay.
Yeah, and not only that, we are actually looking also for CDI specialists and coding denial specialists with 90,000
What's that?
sign-on.
CI?
CDI
So
specialists.
different
What's
types of
CDI?
specializations. These are specializations.
Yeah.
Okay, medical field pa rin.
Yes.
Okay.
And also clinical denial specialists with 70,000 sign-on bonus, clinical appeals nurse with 30,000 sign-on bonus.
I think we are in the wrong industry. Guys. Wala na talaga. Okay, sorry. Sige,
I'm
go
about to
on.
graduate. I mean, I could always learn again.
Hop on.
I know.
I'll take a
what else? What are
master's.
your
Yes,
other
we are
openings,
also
Pam?
looking for client services manager, client services coordinator, legal admin assistant, HRBP assistant manager, Spanish bilingual representative,
Si.
claims billing representative, and
Si.
customer service representative.
Yun
And if you guys qualified for those positions, just send your resume at
where?
careers_ph@coronishealth.com.
Or
And
just visit the
also,
Facebook page.
yeah,
What's the Facebook page?
Coronis
it's-
Health Philippines.
Yeah, and we're having an offset recruitment this coming July 9.
Where's your office?
Our offset recruitment will be held at UCC Cafe in BGC. Yeah.
So that's parang job fair.
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's for outpatient and inpatient medical coders.
But where exactly is your office, Marbs?
Ortigas.
Yes.
Or where in Ortigas?
15th floor, one corporate center. Yeah.
So near
Near your
Yeah.
place of work.
Monster. Okay, 15th floor.
Yeah, one corporate
One
center.
corporate center. Okay, is it open 24 hours? Like, okay, if I
No,
want to
no.
apply
Yeah.
for 10 p.m., 10
It's
p.m.
open 10 to 7 for applicants, Monday
Okay.
to Friday.
Monday to Friday,
Yes.
10 a.m. to 7 p.m. walk-ins.
Yes.
Okay, and pag may referrals, better,
Yeah.
right? And also their Facebook Live, that's later on 6 p.m. to
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
7
That's
p.m.
1 hour.
for
Yeah.
Facebook
Yeah.
Live. For those who won't have the time to go to walk in, diba, babiyahe pa.
Yeah.
So better watch your Facebook Live, Coronis Health Philippines.
Yes.
If you want to apply online. Yay! All right.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, man, it's 2:58. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed the coffee of DJ Pong KTP.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. And of course, Juan, maraming salamat for joining us. Sana hindi ka madadala. Shout out muna. Marvin, you might want to greet some people right now.
Nothing in particular, but allow me to share the joy of working in Coronis Health Philippines. I hope you become part of that growing community.
Wow, thank you. What about you, Rolex? You want to
Of course,
shout out?
my HR team and also my family in Anak Nagtipunan, Quirino.
Oh, ha. You want to shout out?
Shout out to the one and only my mom and dad. Hi, if you're
Shout out, Pong. You want shout out, Pong?
Yeah, I want to shout out to my family.
Yeah, shout out. Ako naman shout out again to ASPAC President John Cabansag. Happy birthday. Welcome back to the Philippines. He's on vacation, Jack Parks. And to all those who are watching right now, thank you so much. Also to Asher Maghinang. And of course, inviting you all to join our rescue march on July 19. Martin Aguda Jr., he'll be joining us next week to talk more about rescue march from Ortigas. Yeah, from your place to UP Katipunan. So please, if you want to help, if you want to experience a rescue march, please visit the Facebook page. You're going to find Rescue March. Ayan po, and then you register. It's for free. So July 19, starting from Ortigas, going to UP Katipunan. Thank you very much. At this point, we're going to leave you with some tunes from DJ Pong Santos. This is ASPACes, ladies and gentlemen, on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, your one big FM.
See ya. It's the voice
See
of
you
the Blue
guys.
Eagle.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Marvin.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Rolex.
everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you for a
DJ
great show.
Pong. Hit it. Thank you, guys. Woo, woo, woo. Thank you.
They've been behind every exam week, every thesis defense, and every milestone along the way. As they grow into thinkers, leaders, and changemakers, we are right there with them, listening, learning, and leading. This is your space, your voice, your story, where parenthood, purpose, and community come together on air. This is ASPACES, Ateneo Parents in Action. Listen in, Laugh with us and journey alongside fellow Ateneo parents as we share stories of service, solidarity, and the magic in everyday parenting. ASPACes, your story, your voice, your space.